So now we are going to make the sandwich cookie. So I have the tart mold here. So that's the removable base, but I'm just going to consider this whole thing as one and then bake it together. So this will help for the cookie to come out easily after it gets baked. Okay, so this is the cookie dough. Okay, the other half that I had kept, and I also have peanut butter and Nutella that I had used to fill the hemisphere mold. It is still there in the piping bag that I am going to use to fill inside and then make the sandwich. So I also have a bowl of all-purpose flour to just make sure that the dough doesn't stick. I'm just going to take a little bit of the dough, like say a small lemon sized ball. Okay, I'm going to dip my fingers into the bowl of the flour and I'm going to press it down. I'm going to add more as I need because you don't want a very thin layer. I'm going to press it, making sure the layer is even. Okay, so press it and then get it on the sides as well. The excess we will remove. So now press it down. Make sure you're just having a proper gap. Okay, so now you can remove the excess because also I am going to add another layer on top. Okay, so this one I'm just going to leave it for the Nutella, and the other one I'm going to do the same step. I'm just touching the flour with my fingers. I'm going to press it down. I'm just going to make sure I have enough all around. So defining the place in which the filling needs to come. And in the middle, I'm just going to start piping the peanut butter. This is peanut butter is done, and now into the next one I'm going to fill the Nutella. You can also scoop the peanut butter and the Nutella in. Okay, so now at the top has to be covered, and so I'm just going to get the help of flour and then take a ball, just coat it with flour, and then I'm going to flatten it out. If it is sticky, just touch in little more flour. Just make sure if the size is going to be enough. place this sheet on top, and then make sure you're going to press both the top layer and the bottom so they are sealed. So just remove the excess after sealing the top. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing to the Nutella also. Just make sure it's big enough to cover the top of the tart ring. And seal like how we've done for the peanut butter also. Just cleaning up the edge, and this I will be repeating into another set of tart mold. Until then I'm just going to leave it covered. Now these two tart molds are prepared. Now I'm going to transfer this into the baking tray, and this is going to take a little more time. What we are going to look at is the outside edge firming up, and then the color change is not going to be too much, but we are just going to allow, considering there are two layers, we have to get the layers baked. So this needs to go into the oven preheating at 180 degrees Celsius and bake for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then take it out, and if you feel that it is quite soft, like after even 5 to 10 minutes, you can still pop it back into the oven until you have the outside being firm, but then still the inside is still gooey. You don't have to over bake it, but the gap between baking it right or under baking and then over baking, you will get a hang of it once you bake a batch or two. So this will go into the oven now to get baked at 180 degrees Celsius 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm going to get back to show you how it looks like once it is baked. So the sandwich cookies are baked and ready. So that is how it is going to be in the tart mold. So if you find the cookie dough just got out and sticking on to the tart mold, you could just break that edge a bit so it gets easier to open up. And as I said, this tart mold has a base, and if we push the base out, this is going to come, and then you have the beautiful sandwich chocolate chip cookie baked and ready. So this is coming out quite easily. So now if you find the edge stuck to the sides of the tart pan, then you can just remove that edge wherever you find it difficult. Okay, so now I have filled with peanut butter and Nutella. I'm just going to open this out to check. So it is like a giant cookie, right? So you can see the sandwich is going to look like this. The entire middle is going to be filled with peanut butter. Okay, so that is like for someone who loves cookies, giant ones, so it can just be part of the breakfast itself. So this is another beautiful sandwich with Nutella. Okay, and then we can add as little or as much as the filling in the middle. So this is like quite on the higher side. So for people who really love a lot of filling inside, that will be like bursts of Nutella or the peanut butter coming out as we are going to bite into the cookie and then eat. So here is another beautiful version of sandwich cookie. So this logic, you could use it to any cookie dough that you're doing. These are just techniques there. You can make a lot of variations, not just at the plain, but we have also learned how to do the plain chocolate chip cookies, and then the filled where the filling is just in the middle and concentrated, and then this one which is the sandwich where you have the filling in a very elaborate way, and so the flavor of the filling is just there in every bite and bursts out. So with this we have come to the end of the chocolate chip cookie lesson with different variations that we have learnt.